What if ordinary people could become cruel simply because a situation allowed it? What if control doesn't come from force, but from roles we quietly accept? In 1971, a simple experiment tried to answer these questions. What it revealed was far more disturbing than anyone expected. Part 1. How it started. It began at Stanford University in the summer of 1971. A young psychologist, Philip Zimbardo, wanted to understand human behavior in prisons. Not criminals, not trained officers, just ordinary people. He placed an ad in a newspaper. He asked for volunteers. 24 young men answered. They were healthy, stable, educated, carefully selected to avoid extreme personalities. Then, they were divided into two groups. Half became prisoners, half became guards. It seemed simple. Just a role, just an experiment. A fake prison was built in the basement of the university. Small cells, locked doors, narrow hallways. But something important happened before the experiment even began. The prisoners were arrested at their homes. Real police, real handcuffs. They were searched, fingerprinted, and taken away. No one told them this would happen. From the first moment, the line between acting and reality began to blur. And once inside the prison, things changed faster than anyone expected. Part 2. The place. Event. The guards were given uniforms, dark glasses to hide their eyes, batons not to use, but to feel authority. The prisoners lost their names. They were given numbers. They wore simple gowns. No privacy, no control. At first, everything seemed manageable, awkward, but calm. Then came the first night. The guards woke the prisoners for counts. Again and again. Orders became louder. Punishments became harsher. Push-ups, isolation, food taken away. The guards were not told to be cruel, but many became exactly that. They shouted, they humiliated, they enjoyed the power, and the prisoners changed too. Some obeyed without question. Some broke down emotionally. One had to leave the experiment early, after only 36 hours. The most shocking part was not the cruelty, it was how quickly it appeared. These were not trained officers. They were students. Yet within days, the prison felt real, too real. Even Philip Zimbardo himself stopped acting like a scientist. He became the prison superintendent. He started thinking like one. The experiment was supposed to last 2 weeks. It didn't. Part 3. How it ended. Consequences. After only 6 days, the experiment was stopped. Not by the researchers, not by the guards, not even by the prisoners. It was stopped by an outsider. A young woman named Christina Maslach visited the site. She saw what was happening, and she was shocked. She asked a simple question. How can you allow this? That question broke the illusion. For the first time, Philip Zimbardo saw the situation clearly. What had started as a study had become a system of control. The prisoners were suffering, the guards were changing, and no one had stopped it until someone from the outside stepped in. The experiment ended immediately, but its impact did not. It became one of the most famous psychological studies in history, and one of the most controversial, because it revealed something deeply uncomfortable. The problem was not a few bad individuals. It was the situation itself. Part 4. Meaning takeaway. The experiment showed how easily people adapt to roles, how quickly power can change behavior, and how silence can allow it to grow. We like to believe we are in control of our actions, but sometimes the environment controls us more than we think. And the most dangerous systems are not built by monsters, but by ordinary people who slowly stop questioning what they are told to do.